Hi Mama, I'm Prince Medic Dideclito from BSN 207. I'll be discussing the introduction to pharmacology, and as you can see, I don't have earphones. I have my cover in my eyes, so let's start it. First, what is pharmacology? Pharmacology is a study of biological effects on chemicals. Also, this is a study of drugs, how we compute their doses, and how the drug affect our body. Meron po tayong mga types of sources ng drugs, which is first the natural sources, which came from the nature. Meron po yung tatlo. The plants po, ginagamit po siya ng mga ancient times para po makagamot ng condition. Example po nito is lagundi na nakakagamot po ng plema or ubo. Meron po tayong animal product, which is ito po is sila po yung gumagawa ng mga certain substances na hindi na kayang gawin ng ating katawan. Sila rin po yung pumupuno ng mga missing hormones and enzymes. Example po nito is insulin na galing po sa pancreas ng animals. Meron po tayong sunod po is the inorganic compound, which is po these non-livings mineral-based substances. Sila po yung mga certain elements na kayang gumawa ng condition. Sample po nito is gold, which is can help cure arthritis. Meron rin po tayong synthetic sources. Ito po is sila po yung mga gawa sa laboratory, gawa po ng scientists to make copy of a certain substances or improve them. Meron po tayong isa, the genetic engineering. Dito po is gumagamit po sila ng bacteria to produce useful drugs. It is often safer, stable, and a lot cheaper than normal substances. Sample po nito is the synthetic penicillin and the lab-made insulin. Next po is the 6 rights of administration. Meron po tayong right patient, which is dapat alamin mo yung pagbibigyan mo ng gamot. True, pwede nyo silang alamin true. Wristband nila, meron po sila wristband. And pwede nyo po silang tanungin or tignan nyo po yung chart nyo kung sila po yung tamang pasyente. Meron rin po right drug. Dapat po ipapainom nyo po sa isang patient is ang tamang order. Diba dito is paracetamol lang, wala na iba. Next po is the right time. Dapat right time nyo po ipapainom yung gamot, hindi po sobra. Next po is the right dose. Dapat po yung dose ng gamot is tamang-tama lang po, wala pong sobra, walang kulang. Next po is the right route. Dapat po, halimbawa po ang order orally lang po, wala na pong iba. Next po is right administration. Dapat po tama ang procedure and i-record nyo po ang inyong procedure sa pagpapainom ng gamot. Halimbawa po yung patient name, time, dose, drugs na binigay nyo po. Yan po. Next po is the laws that is related to medication here in Philippines. We have the National Drug Policy 1987. Dito po, sinasabi po dito is ensure dapat ang mga drug na ensure na safe daw po and effective, essential, reasonable, and affordable. Next is the Generic Act 1988, Republic Act 6675. Sabi po dito, dapat po ang isang gamot ay kilala sa kanyang scientific and internationally recognized active ingredients. Next po is the Senior Citizen Act. Lahat po ng senior citizen dapat po may 20% discount sa gamot. Meron rin po tayong universally accessible Cheaper and Quality Meds Act of 2008, Republic Act 9502. Dito naman po is dapat po lowered yung mga price ng drugs through pre-competition and better access to affordable brand ng drugs. Next po is the distribution systems rather. Dito po is floor stock, nasa nursing station lang po. And then meron po tayong individual prescription. Dito naman po is nanggagaling po dapat sa pharmacy yung pag-dispense ng gamot. Nga pala sa floor stock, dapat po hindi po kasama doon yung mga dangerous meds. Dapat lang po safe meds. And then po sa computer control dispensive system. Dito po is dapat nandoon sa loob naka-store yung mga name ng gamot, kung saan ito ibibigay na pasyente, at may username dapat po yun and password para po sa nurse, para sa maiwasan ang confidentiality. Next po is the unit dose system. Dito naman po is naka-labeled and packed po yung mga gamot. Sa narcotic control system, dito naman po is within the hospital lang po. So dapat i-control niyo po yun, naka-store lang po yun, hindi po lalabas yun kung saan at para maano po yun, maiwasan ng mis-issues. Next po is the pharmaceutic paste. Pharmaceutic paste, ito po yung paste ng pag-absorb ng katawan natin sa gamot. Meron po tayong disintegration, which is bini-breakdown po natin yung drug para po sa ma-absorb ng ating katawan. Meron po tayong dissolution pala, I'm sorry. Dito naman po is dinidissolve natin yung drug into liquid form. Meron po tayong rate limiting. Dapat po ito naman po is ma-absorb ng katawan natin to or di-dissolve siya sa exact area. Meron po tayong encoded drug. Dito naman po is yung drug po is ma-dissolve lang po siya, ma-absorb kapag po may na-hit siyang acidic part, for example stomach. Next po is the pharmacokinetic paste. Dito po is meron po tayong dito naman po is how the drug work in our body, or how the body react to the drug. Meron po tayo ditong ADME, absorption, distribution, metabolism, and excretion or elimination. Sa absorption po, meron po ano po to, how the body absorb the drug, passively or active. Meron po tayong distribution, nadi-distribute po yung drug sa tissues or blood streams natin or blood fluids. Meron po tayong metabolism, which is how the liver react to the drug. Meron pong excretion or elimination, kumbaga dumadaan na po dito yung drug at lumalabas sa elimination, katulad po ng example ihi. Meron rin po tayong pharmacodynamic, which is it has two type, potency and maximal efficacy. Ang pharmacodynamics po is how the drug effect on our body, or how the drug react to our body. Potency po, meron pong dalawa, high and low. High po, kahit malilit kahit po lang po, minimal lang po yung dosage, is malakas po ang epekto. Low is kahit is mababa pa rin po yung epekto nito, so kailangan dagdagan. Sample po for high is fentanyl, and low naman po is codeine. Yun po ang example doon. Dito naman po sa maximal efficacy, kahit meron po siyang limit ng effectiveness po niya. May limit po ng effectiveness niya po niya sa maximal efficacy. Next po is the therapeutic index. Meron po tayong dalawa, narrow and wide. Narrow po, dapat po is more monitored, kasi ang example po nito is warfarin, at meron po tayong digoxin, and then phenytoin. Phenytoin, yun po. I'm sorry for the pronunciation. Sa wide naman po, dito naman po is a lot safer po siya, kasi na-handle niya po yung effectiveness and toxin of the if the toxin or effectiveness is too high. Next po, the photoreceptors. Meron po tayong cell membrane embedded enzymes. Dito po is natitrigger po yung cell activity through enzymes. Meron po tayong ligand gate ion channels. Dito po is nagsisilbi po siyang gateway ng mga ions like calcium and sodium. Pwede po siya maging passages in and out. Meron po tayong G-protein coupled receptors. Dito po is nag-serve or nag-work po siya as a second messenger po through inside the cell. Meron naman po tayong transcription factors. Dito po is nahanap po siya sa cell nucleus, and nagkakaroon po siya ng effect sa gene activity. Yun lang po ma'am sa explanation po ng introduction to pharmacology. Maraming salamat po.